Hey folks, Quillythene here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play Rimworld. It is Shin's Legacy, and right now, we're mostly waiting on a whole lot of rocks to be made. Because I want to finish paving this, but then we need to make a fancy bedroom and invite the Stellark Iona, to come hang out with us for our possible route to victory here. I don't remember if we had any quests pending. Yeah, we might do the Cold Snap, I'm not sure. Our gold we don't care about. Hell, we could just trash this, just so it doesn't bother me about the thing. We might do this. It is going to be cold. It might ruin some crops. We have plenty of storage, which is okay. The insect meat rotting away is because we've removed it from the freezer, and we're totally fine with that. We have infinite kibble. At this point, it, like, even making any kibble, like, is going to waste time. We're maybe more bothered with wasting time making kibble than we are in making, in making sure we use all the material. Now, speaking of time, so one of the things we've got right now is I turned on crafting for, like, everyone over here. Because I was like, I'm realizing now that many of the crafting jobs don't happen all the time because they're full. They've got a limit, and basically the only crafting jobs that are on right now are the cutting stone. We've got medicine making here, but you need a certain amount of skill to do that. So it's not like everyone's going to be replacing all their normal jobs with crafting. There'll be a couple of people who do the blocks, and that's it. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm realizing that maybe the reason that smithing and tailoring and art is not combined with crafting. I mean, art makes a lot of sense because it's a different skill, but smithing and tailoring is the same skill as crafting, right? But I don't think any of these result in an item that has quality. So, with crafting, other than maybe it takes slightly different amounts of time for people to do stuff, really everyone can do crafting because we don't, you're not going to make a poor quality block. That doesn't happen. The one thing with keeping crafting on for just people who have passion for it is those people get more experience, so it's more efficient from an experience point of view. But I think I may have been needlessly restricting, throughout like every game of Rimworld I've ever played, needlessly restricting the assignment to the crafting task. And maybe that's one of the reasons I feel like I never have enough blocks, is because really we could have lots of people, just about anyone, do the stone crafting. In fact, in vanilla Rimworld, you don't even gain skill for cutting blocks, and nor does skill come into play, because there are mods to bring it back, mods to re-enable the ability to get skill from cutting blocks, and the mods that I know of, or at least the one mod I know of that does that, also reactivates, I think, cutting blocks takes a different amount of time based on your skill level. But I think in vanilla Rimworld, everyone cuts blocks exactly the same way. So it really doesn't matter. Now, I don't know about the other crafting jobs, smelting, the drugs, maybe? Making things at a crafting spot. Like, some of those might give you skill and might go faster or slower depending on your skill. The stuff at the crafting spot, that might be the one example, because I think you can make tribal wear there. And some weapons. So that might be the one example of crafting jobs that, that actually have a quality in the end. And actually, I guess if you're making primitive weapons wherever else you can make weapons, like these things over here, these would be crafting jobs as well. I guess these things have quality. That might be the one example. The smithy, which is... Oh, no, that's smithing, though. Well, is it? Crafting. These are definitely quality jobs. So, I mean, this smithy would include things like the... Well, that's all crafting jobs. Oh, no, right, of course. It uses the crafting skill. Because smithing and tailoring is the crafting skill. Make weapons. Yeah, so even at the crafting spot, you would use smithing at that crafting spot. Yeah, so I don't know. Fitzy's on a food binge. Okay, good for you. Yeah, I think I just never realized that I could just make crafting a completely universal job. And other than some of them maybe giving XP, unless literally none of the pure crafting ones give XP, there's really no loss to using anyone, passion or not, skilled or not. Some of the things, like, again, assuming I've read it correctly, rock cutting literally has no interaction with your skill, not even the time you use. Some of the crafting things might take longer or less long depending on your skill, but first of all, they're not very time-consuming jobs, right? It's not like one of these jobs with like hundreds of units of work, so I don't think it matters much. And secondly, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out they don't use the skill at all. Something I finally did notice, and I meant to deal with this on screen, I didn't realize this section was not home zoned. I kept wondering why it wasn't getting cleaned properly over here. Yeah, it turns out, I think at some point I de-home zoned this area, and then when I went and rebuilt some stuff, maybe everything was already built when I de-home zoned it for saving time or something like that. But that's why this area never gets cleaned. I was really confused about it. So there it is. Now that'll happen from time to time, and repairs as well. That was the big thing. I was like, okay, there's no repairs happening either. What's the deal? I finally realized it hadn't been properly home zoned. I think everything else is. Oh, no, this is probably another example of something where we de-home zoned something. Because normally building something gives you a home zone. Which I'm starting to get that syntactic satiation or whatever, where home zone stops losing all meaning, and it's just some weird sound. We can trim back on this a little bit, like, you know, minimize the areas where we have to do cleaning. On the other hand, these are places that people walk, I suppose. And so if there's blood, I mean, there's not going to be dirt because it's just sand. But I guess if there's blood, it might not be a terrible idea to have someone go in and clean this. Sure. Okay, we'll do some of that as well. I just wanted it to look nice, a little piecemeal little home zone look dumb, even though you don't actually see your home zone most of the time. We'll do a little something like that. We'll see what's the problem. Solar flare. So we got no power. Being attacked now would be bad. Hopefully our freezer's okay through this. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a freezer. -3, -2, -1, 0, and things are now thawed. Still refrigerated. That might not even last too long. The solar flares are not very long duration. If we lose a little bit, it's hardly the end of the world. We've got tons of food right now. Oh, speaking of food, my peasants, I'm going to turn off the survival meals because they are eating survival meals right now, which is annoying. So I'm going to have to toggle it on and off as we, when we do a caravan. I'm going to have to remember to turn it on, which is really annoying. But unless they have it on for their permission, they won't eat it even when they're in a caravan. But if I have it on, they're going to eat it while it's just sitting around here. I mean, unless I can store the survival meals in such a way that people aren't picking it up. I think a lot of people are prioritizing grabbing the survival meals for walking around since they don't rot. But then when they get hungry, they're just like, well, I'll eat this meal in my hand. I don't know. Solar flare has ended, and ended without any rot, which is pretty good. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. All right. Hopefully that's just the one. We'll get it out of the way. So yeah, no research projects. No. What is this? Quest. Treb's Shack supplies. Collection of valuable items. Advanced component and a skill trainer for animals. 4 mechanoids are guarding it. There may be an unknown threat. That's interesting. As long as they're not centipedes, it's not so bad. But if it turns out there are centipedes there, that will be pretty rough. I mean, I guess we could just, you know, turn around and run home. But I'm tempted to not go for it. Yay, marriage. Yeah, well, again. Marriage sounds so great, and then one of them dies and everything goes terrible. But, you know, we're not going to not let people get married. That would be rude. Alright, well, other than the fact that everyone is busy, and the blocks are catching up. It's still going to feel good to do this. I mean, I could have just not done this and just saved the blocks to build the room over here, but it is going to cut back on some of the dirt production to finish this up. And people will move a little bit faster. And I mean, the flagstone's not particularly pretty, but it's still prettier than everything else. A little starvation. Yes, go and eat a meal, Fitzy. Do some cleaning, which is nice. Not everything's been cleaned over here, but some. It's catching up a little. Where are you going? Oh, you're smelting metal from slag, which is all good. In fact, we could probably put a regular priority haul. Actually, let me select some of the things on the map. A regular priority haul on all the steel slag chunks. Maybe the puppers will help us do it. But probably not. But yeah, that is another unskilled job, but it's not a bad one. Not that I'm short on metal right now, or steel at all. I could actually consider turning off some of these smelting jobs, especially the slag chunks. But I mean, we'll probably use it at some point. So I don't know if it's the end of the world to leave that on. Maybe some more blocks. Yeah, so if we, I mean, take a look, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think I've just had a giant rethink about crafting skills in this game. Giant rethink. Now, what kind of skills does this use? Like, the mud components is probably just crafting as well. It does have a minimum skill number. But you can't botch these jobs. It's not like construction. Construction can be botched, wasting material and time. You can't botch this. So having more people on the miscellaneous crafting job is making these happen more. Now, recon armor is still crafting. The thing is, this might count as smithing. And I don't know if there's, like, a place that describes it. Make weapons, machining table, fabricate things. Okay, okay. It says making things at a crafting spot, but that might not include the weapons. I'm not entirely sure how it, like, chooses balance, but I guess smithing is the thing that handles fabrication. So we'd have to turn this on for everyone to have everyone do the components, which is probably safe, but then they would attempt to do some of these other things, I mean, assuming they hit the minimum skill requirement, and I don't want that. I only want really, truly skilled people working on the armor. We have a Mechanoid cluster dropping in. Got 3 centipedes, no cover over here. Okay. I think what we should do is actually set up a barricade. Limestone. Let me, this limestone, I'm just gonna forbid this for a sec. And what we're gonna do is set up, I guess I could use sandbags as well. Because we have tons of cloth, I'm pretty sure. That's regular cloth over here? Yeah. So we can't do it within the alarm zone. But I think this should be safe. And that puts us inside the low shield. Well, I don't know if it's a low shield or a high shield or not, but it puts us inside the shield area. Okay. Suda, I'm gonna reset you. You're still smelting. Oh yeah, because the crafting is higher. Let me bring it down to a 3. At least a 2 would mean the construct and grow and stuff becomes active again. Let me do that. What? Where? What are you building? It's verboten. Oh, there's a couple of them that were already started, so they just finished that. Okay, that's fine. Construction here. It did not wake them up. That's good. Shoot Frenzy is going to be really useful. Put it to a 3. Still need what's happening before hauling and cleaning, but that's okay. Again, I wasn't too worried about super prioritizing the crafting, just because there's only, like, so many crafting spots. 2 places for stone, maybe a couple other things people could do. So, in no universe was everyone going to be working on the crafting. So, that's not so bad. Alright. We're gonna go for this. Now, I'm not gonna be, calling in help. That's one of the things that I don't know how badly this can do. Where's... what am I looking for? Like, factions. The, Shattered Dominion here. No. Yes, the Shattered Dominion. They're actually on the cusp of, like, breaking and becoming hostile, and I think that would be really bad for us. So I'm kind of worried if we recruit people and they die. I think if they die to an enemy, it's fine, but if they get hit by us in the crossfire, they might lose opinion, and that might be enough to send us over the edge. So that would be poor. So let's get everyone in position over here. I mean, I could choose to leave someone behind. You know, so that there's still someone healthy. One of the medics or something, but I think we're going to want the extra firepower. They do have the shield, so I can't just bombard them. Oh, that was one of the other things. Apparently last time I went around and I destroyed a bunch of stuff that didn't need to be destroyed. It could have been deconstructed for equipment. So we'll do that. Climate adjustment. Nearby climate adjusters shifting temperature. Oh, this one. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Making things colder. That's not actually terrible for us. Now, kitten. Yes, great. Flash storm. No, we don't have enough side focus. Might have been interesting. Okay, so we are going to fire... we should probably try to kill off as many things as possible first. So start with the Lancers. But part of me is wondering if we focus on the Centipede because it's more dangerous. I think I focus on the Lancers, and I drop a stun on this. People on fire. Stun range exceeds... I mean, I may as well drop some more stuns. Headaches or not. Gary's still on fire. These guys are being meleeed over here. Me. Weird with the controls. This is not working very well at all, is it? Stun you. Slow down the melee. Drop some more stuns. Oh, wow. Okay, downed you, which is really good. Yang. Love, how badly are you bleeding? Okay, I'm gonna send you out of here. Maybe all the people who are actively bleeding, I'll just cancel you guys. Go and get medical help. Under proper cover again. You really can't shoot anything from here? Wow. Okay, move up to here. Camo bar's on fire and running around like crazy as a result of it. Oh, you guys can realign yourselves over here, please. Can't stun anything, right? You're in range of shooting? Yes, you are. You're not in cover, but as I say, there's only the one target, so that's not so bad. What we could do at a certain point, just line of stop, you can go away, is we could just run away and reestablish ourselves, but every now and again they will summon some more dudes. I'm not entirely sure how that mechanic works. Get partial cover, but still participate? No. And I'm worried about you getting shot in the back. Over here. I think Ava's got no targets. Actually, a bunch of these guys have no targets. Do this, we can pick up this turret. Climate adjuster's been destroyed, that's good. Something's about to explode. This thing over here. Turret. What I'm gonna do is move forward with Kitten. There we go. Dropping out of cover, yes, but dropping a couple of stuns over here. He's in range. Chantal will get you positioned over here. Kitten will go back under cover. Nice miss. And done. Okay, everyone unrecruit. We're going to claim all this, although I don't think we need to, and then we will order a deconstruct on everything that's left, which is going to be good. I might home zone this just to stop the fire from killing all our sandbags. And now allow everything. Pause the treatments. No one's downed, right? No, everyone's up. We got a few people who are bleeding. These fires aren't a problem. You're just standing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to de-home zone this because I don't want people bothering to come and clean anything over here. That's going to be okay. I did issue the deconstruct, right? Yeah, that's deconstructing. That's deconstructing. Good. No longer inspired. Shoot frenzy. That was still useful. Hopefully didn't lose any body parts on anyone. Some people are definitely still bleeding, though. meditating, but you're one of my doctors who are decent. I need you guys to do your actual doctoring jobs, please. Maybe, oh, maybe no one was lying down. They'd already queued the meditation job, probably before people were in the medical beds. That's almost certainly what happened. Because now they'll prioritize that to the max. Anyone actively bleeding? Come on by, still is. Can I get you to prioritize tending to come on by, please? And Suta still is as well. You're consuming a fine meal, but Kitten... Oh, Suta, where's your bed? I don't know where your bedroom is. So I want to force you... Yeah, over here. Oh, can I not do that? You're going to eat your meal. You're bleeding to death right now. Well, alright, you've got 19 hours, I guess. And next you'll collapse first, then someone will do a rescue. There you go. Rest until healed. Get in there. Good. Kitten. There you go. Tend to Suda. Not clean. I'm going to unforbid the flooring over here. Since I only wanted to forbid it to make sure the defensive structure got up first. You lovers. Dinosaur and Fitzy. Well, alright. Good for you. Did it assign you to a bed together? It should have. Yep, Fitzy and Dinosaur over here. Wow, people are pairing off like crazy. We have so many excess bedrooms here. We had shortages for a while, but it's because we kept getting missions that involved taking in a bunch of guests. Sometimes we double stack them. So that's one of the reasons we ended up with so many bedrooms. And, you know, a bug problem. Alright, a little bit of cleaning, which is fine. I mean, this is pretty bloody. I was going to say, in fact, if you could focus on this room, that would probably be a good idea. I could force you to clean this room, but you're probably going to get around to it anyway. I mean, at some point people bring those bodies in. Oh! Bulk goods trader. So, Dora. Well, tell you what, I'll let you finish grabbing the Mechanoid since you're way out here. We'll shred, and then I'm going to shift Q, call these guys. We do have a little bit before they go away. I mean, they're around for like a day, so we certainly have time. Let's sell some of the pigs. We don't need the meat right now. We're going to sell 2 of these males. So it means we only have 1 male, but we have a lot of pregnant ones as well. So probably we'll have some backups. Let's sell a ton of kibble. Like, we're going to keep ourselves 6,000 kibble. I'll buy the Neutramine components, advanced components. Yeah, we'll buy more cloth. It's a good moneymaker for us. Well, you know what? I'm going to buy some raw medicine. I don't need to buy steel. We're going to buy these marble blocks, actually. Sell the beer. Sell a bunch of clothes. Yeah, black stuff's fine. Cape, sure. I'm going to keep these bedrolls. Maybe I'll sell more kibble. Yeah. I mean, that's still going to keep 1,000 kibble for us. Okay. So we're going to make another 3,000 silver. While getting a ton of useful stuff. Get that put away, please. Before it goes bad. Yeah, that's actually really, really handy. How are we doing with components? Well, we still need more advanced components. We don't really need more regular components. Oh, there's more stuff over there. I'm like, hold on. We ordered more than that, I'm sure of it. Get that stored away. And yeah, all these blocks, that's going to be really handy. So, it's not added to the list because it's not in the stockpile. We have lots of marble blocks. Maybe we can use that? Well, we're still going to see how many counts, how much of everything we end up with. Maybe high priority hauling, that's kind of wasteful, but it's also not very far. And means we'll have some accurate counts, which is going to be useful. So yeah, I don't know how many blocks we're going to need to do this bedroom. Not that many. I know that's going to be a material mismatch right now, but let me get started on it. We'll use marble. That's definitely going to be enough. The big problem is going to be the fine flooring, because the fine flooring needs like 20 per tile, right? Sandstone. We need to build a little more of that. Okay, sandstone, flagstone. Let's try to do that, and then we'll see over here if we, depending on how much we've got left. Because I think we've got, like, limestone is what we've got on the map. Even then, not that much. We're gonna have to keep some of our little mining rigs inside the base going for some steady stone supplies. We've, like, nearly depopulated the map of rock. That's crazy. That is really crazy. We found some more steel. Sweet seams deposits. Oh, this. No, still has some in the radius. I mean, I guess I could move it now, but we'll wait. If I'm going to move it anywhere, I could consider moving it to something that's not steel, or even leaving it here and just actually using this as a steady supply of stone not far from our base. Might not be a dumb idea. And grab some inspiration, which is nice. Yeah, that'll be constructed. I mean, this as well. I mean, this is limestone, so depending on what material we end up with, limestone, sandstone, and then marble over here. There was a bit of a hitch. I thought it was going to invade us. Right, the cold snap. You know, I'm wondering if this one's not worth it. 6.3 days. How cold is it going to get? Because it's not that hot. I mean, winter's about to end. But it's honor. Oh, man, haircut. Let me think about this. Cassowaries. How many are we talking about here? Okay, that's a lot of them. Well, folks, I was just about to say I'm gonna put a cut in here, so I'm gonna do that. I mean, we're gonna have a bit of a cliffhanger. I don't know how bad this is going to be. The danger will be if they manage to get into melee a little bit with us, but overall, I think it's going to be fine, other than a few pecks and scratches in before someone dies. But we'll have to see that next time. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna see you then. Bye-bye.